In this video, we're going to showcase some of the key pieces and features from Festool's 18-volt cordless range. At the core of every cordless range is the impact driver and drill, and Festool's got a very nice two-piece kit in Sustainer. The brushless 18-volt impact's got 180 Newton meters of max torque. It's got 3 drive speeds, max speed 3,200 RPM, and it taps away at 4,500 impacts per minute. It's also got a T mode for more control when you're driving coach bolts and larger screws. Easy to use and beautifully balanced, there's no torque returning to the user. It's got handy little magnetic bit holders on either side. The PDC 18 is a 4-speed drill featuring a 13mm removable keyless chuck. On the controls, you can switch between drilling and hammer drilling. It's got 4 speed settings maxing out at 3,800 RPM, making it one of the fastest drills on the market. And you've also got variable clutch settings from left to right. And whilst in this kit it only comes with that 13mm removable keyless chuck, there's a wide range of accessories suitable for this drill available in store, so make sure you check them out. It's also got a max torque of 180 Newton meters, ideal for all your masonry drilling needs, up to 10mm in diameter. But if you need something more specific for drilling concrete, Festool's got you covered there too with the BHC 18. This 18-volt brushless hammer drill is compact and light, ideal for tight spaces, but it still doesn't compromise on the output. Maxing out at 1,100 RPM and up to 4,895 impacts per minute. This drill features a unique pneumatic impact mechanism which drives all that impact energy into the bit and not back into the user. That just simply means there's very little vibration in your hands while you're drilling. It's got an SDS Plus chuck with 18mm drilling capacity in masonry. Now, as we move from the drilling to the cutting options, we've got to start with the track saw. The TSC 55 track saw is extremely popular, delivering precision cuts in up to 55mm depth of material. With its easy to use plunge and bevel controls, you can run it as an 18-volt saw, or you can add a second battery to bump it up to a 36-volt saw. It's got adjustable RPM controls on the side to match the saw to material, and that maxes out at 5,200 RPM when you're using 2 batteries. The replaceable chip guard means you can avoid breakout on both sides of the blade when you're cutting melamine or veneer, and the riving knife's a real added bonus to avoid blade bind when you're ripping. The other circular saw here is the HKC 55, which is also capable of cutting up to 55mm deep material. It includes similar plunge and bevel capabilities as the track saw, but with greater versatility and mobility when not using a track. The saw is compact and light. I love the little lever next to your thumb for the blade guard so you can keep your hands on the saw. You'll also notice that guard has a riving knife built into it as well, again to avoid blade bind when ripping. My favourite feature though is the plunge setup. So just above the bevel controls is a green lever that you use to lock in how deep you want to plunge. You then plunge the saw while cutting and it locks the blade at the depth you've just set. Once you finish the cut, you release the spring and it lifts the blade back up to 0. That's really cool, and both these saws feature the fast fix blade change system as well, which makes blade changing a breeze. Next up is the Carvex PSBC 420, which is the 18-volt cordless jigsaw. It's got variable speed up to 3,800 strokes per minute and a capacity and timber of up to 120mm cut. It's a really nice jigsaw to use as well. Minimal vibration, maximum control, and the blade change is really easy too. It's got a nice open cutting area for maximum visibility and accuracy, and you can slide the dust guard down as well so you get maximum extraction and minimum mess. You've got 2 control options. You've got the variable speed trigger for controlled cuts and also a second switch with a slow start function that locks the saw on. That's perfect for longer cuts and using the saw on inverted cuts upside down to avoid breakout. Festool also make an 18-volt barrel grip version of this jigsaw, so make sure you check it out in store if that's more your flavour. Now the Vector OSC is an 18-volt multi-tool from Festool with a wide range of applications and materials that you can use it with. Now this brushless multi-tool is super lightweight. It's got variable speed control from 10,000 RPM all the way up to 19,500 RPM, and with that ergonomic handle, you can hold it however you want. Up the business end, it's got Starlock Max for quick and easy blade change and tool change. And Festool's got a huge range of blades and accessories suitable for this tool, so make sure you check them out as well. This is Festool's 18-volt brushless 125mm grinder. Now this grinder's got a fully enclosed motor, keeping out all dust and debris to prolong its life. It's also got minimal vibration when you're using it as well. It's just really nice to use. It's got variable speed control from 4,500 to 8,500 RPM, so you can match the machine to the material you're removing. And the wheel change is toolless too, thanks to the quick action changing nut. Not just for metal, this can be used for masonry as well, but if masonry is your primary use, you want to be free from that silica dust, so make sure you check out the 18-volt brushless concrete cutter, which has got the same body as this grinder, but a different business end. It just features better dust extraction and some plunge control. Festool's 125mm random orbital sander is a thing of beauty with great extraction and variable speed control. It uses the smaller ergo batteries which keep it extremely lightweight and agile. You can comfortably operate it one-handed or overhead if needed. Now the driving force behind this entire platform are Festool's 18-volt batteries. Ranging from the 3.1 amp hour ergo Bluetooth to the 6.2 amp hour Airstream Bluetooth and a few in between and non-Bluetooth models. When you're charging, the Airstream batteries actually draw air through the battery in the vents on either side. That air goes between the cells and removes the heat, prolonging the life of your battery and reducing your charging times. These are the new 4 amp hour high power batteries that utilize the new and larger 21700 cells to match the output of the existing 5.2 amp hour battery. But they do that with half the size and 20% less weight. That gives you a nicer ride with your tools, more comfort without compromising on performance. And Festool batteries like these ones with Bluetooth built into them can be auto-synced with the Bluetooth module on the Festool vac. That's really great because you don't need to sync every tool in your arsenal with the vac. You can auto-switch the vac on and off with the same battery, just switch the battery between your tools. To sync the battery with the vac for the first time, you just press the Bluetooth button on the vac and then squeeze the trigger on the tool with the Bluetooth battery installed, and they're connected. All these tools and kits come with a sustainer which allows them to be packed together nicely for transport, for storage, whether you're on site or you're in the workshop. So what's consistent across the whole lot of them is they're not just built to last, but they've also got the user in mind. They're comfortable to hold, which gives you the feeling of control. There's reduced vibration, there's reduced noise, and they do all that without reducing the performance up the business end. That gives you the best chance of getting a finish in your work that you can be proud of. So make sure you drop into your local Sydney Tools store or go online to sydneytools.com.au and check out the entire Festool range. If you've got any questions, hit up our team or hit me up in the comment section down below. And until next time, I'm Tim. Thanks for watching Sydney Tools TV.